My name is Annabelle, and today we're going to talk about global warming and how it is hurting us all. Is it getting warmer in here? This line right here is the 20th century average. These blue lines are when it's cooler than the average. And the red lines is when it's hotter than the average, the 20th century average temperature. 1976 was the last year that was cooler than the 20th century average, and that was before my dad was even born. So this shows the land surface temperature and the ocean surface temperature. Why the ocean surface temperature is not as hot as the land surface temperature is just because it takes a lot of energy to heat up the ocean. Summer nights are 6 degrees warmer in Ukiah. Over the last 100 years, summer nights in Ukiah have gone 6 degrees warmer. Warming is causing ice to melt too. Glaciers are disappearing in the Arctic. This is a picture of a glacier in 1941. 63 years later, 2004, it's an ocean. Warming is causing ice to melt in the mountains of California. This is a picture of Lyell Glacier in Yosemite National Park. 132 years later, in 2015, it is almost gone. It's snowing less in the mountains. More rain falls in winter instead of snow. If we don't stop global warming, the snow could be almost gone when we're old. So this is a graph that shows so the red dots are where it's snowing less, and the blue is where it's snowing more. So the bigger the dot, the less it's snowing or the more it's snowing. So there's a lot more red dots than blue. Heat is causing coral reefs to bleach and die. Coral is composed or made up of an animal called a polyp, and algae live inside of it. Algae give a reef its bright colors. When water gets too hot, the algae produce toxic chemicals and the polyp spits them out. The reef bleaches or turns white. If it doesn't cool off soon, the coral will die. Half the Great Barrier Reef, the biggest reef in the world, has already bleached and died. Here is a picture of a reef before it bleached. Here's a picture of it after. See, it's kind of like a ghosty white with no wildlife. Warmer air can make it rain heavier. Hurricane Harvey dumped the heaviest rain ever in the United States. It took place in Houston, Texas in August 2017. A study shows that global warming made the rainfall up to 40% heavier. As ice melts, sea levels rise. Tangier Island, Virginia is disappearing. People had to abandon their house because the ocean was getting way too high. Some places will be underwater. By the time kids today are old, these places could be underwater. The places with the red and the orange. New Jersey coast during Hurricane Sandy in 2012, a once in a 300-year storm. So this is a picture of it. By the time kids today are old, this could happen every 20 years or more. Animals like the pika are disappearing. This little mountain creature has to move up the mountain when it gets too hot. When it's at the top of the mountain, it has nowhere to go and will die. Fire risk has gone up too. This is a graph that shows wildfires without climate change and with climate change. It has doubled. Local fire records have been broken. Rutland Fire in 2017 was the largest and most destructive and most deadly ever in Mendocino County. Ranch Fire in 2018 was the largest ever in California, and it was in Lake County. Valley Fire in 2015, most destructive and deadly in Lake County. Kincaid Fire in 2019, largest ever in Sonoma County. Tubbs Fire in 2017, most destructive and deadly ever in Sonoma County. Is the Earth trying to tell us something? What's really warming the world? Let's find out what's warming the world. Let's find out what the cause of this warming is. So this is the observed temperature. See, it's rising. So could it be orbital changes or changes in the Earth's orbit? No, it does not match the observed. Could it be solar or the sun? No, it does not match. Could it be volcanoes or volcanic eruptions? No. Can it be all three of these things? So it's going to show you all of them, and then it's going to show you all of them combined. So can it be all of the natural factors like volcanic, solar, and orbital changes? No, it does not match the observed. Can it be land use like cutting down forests? No, it does not match the observed. Can it be ozone, a type of pollution? No, it does not match. Could it be aerosols, another type of pollution? No, as you can see, aerosols actually makes it cooler. Can it be greenhouse gases, another type of pollution? I think we found our answer. That almost completely matches the observed. And let's see, okay, so why the observed is a little cooler is because the aerosols pollution, remember that that made it cooler? It's because that makes that makes it a little cooler. So all of the human factors. So can it be all of the things? So it's all of the things, but the main cause is greenhouse gases. So we've figured out our main cause. But how does it happen? So the sun rays come into the atmosphere, and see that ring of blue? That's the carbon dioxide and other gases. And so it turns into heat, and then it tries to come out, but it can't. But those carbon dioxide and other gases keep it in. So it's basically like a greenhouse. Did you know we release the greenhouse gases by burning oil, coal, and gas? Here are some things we do to release it. By making electricity from coal or gas plants, by driving cars, trucks, and airplanes, by heating and cooling our houses, and by factories and farming. Here are some other sources of greenhouse gases. Cutting down forest releases carbon dioxide. Cows burp up methane gas. Tilling farmland releases carbon dioxide from the soil. Making cement releases carbon dioxide too. Carbon dioxide is rising really fast. See this graph? The temperature is rising really, really fast. And why the red line is up, down, that's just the seasons changing, and then the brown line is the average. So as you can see, it goes up really fast. Scientists use ice cores to see past carbon dioxide levels. So they drill down into ice, sometimes hundreds or thousands of feet, and they take out a little core of ice, like right here. Bubbles of air trapped in the holes in the ice let you see how much carbon dioxide was in the air a long time ago. Humans have increased CO2 or carbon dioxide levels not seen in a long time. So this goes 800,000 years into the Ice Age and the Warm Period, or interglacial and glacial. And so that's a really long time ago. And so the highest previous temperature or carbon dioxide was right there, that gray dot. And now this is 2018 average. It's gone up a lot. Climate change is a big problem, but the news doesn't talk about it enough. The green, that little green sliver, shows how much the news talked about climate change in 2019, or last year, compared to other things. Many people don't know it's a problem because the news doesn't talk about it enough. What can we do to help? If we make all our electricity from renewable energy, no pollution is created. We can make it from solar energy, wind energy, hydroelectric energy, and geothermal energy. If all our appliances run on renewable energy, no pollution is created. We can switch to electric cars, switch to electric heat pumps for heating, air conditioning, and hot water, and switch to electric ovens and induction cooktops. We can not waste energy, like turn off the lights when we're not using them. We can take the bus or train instead of driving. We can eat less meat. We can vacation closer to home so we don't have to fly in planes that long. We can ride a bike instead of driving. We can talk to people about climate change and what we can do about it. We can write letters to the government and go on a climate march. On September 2018, Greta Thunberg is outside the Swedish parliament. She's doing a climate strike. So she's just a kid. And then September 2019, so next year, or the year after 2018, 7.5 billion people were doing climate strike with her. And she's just a kid, so that shows how much kids can do. We need to take action for the future. Tell people what you learned today, please.